Hello everyone, it's me again with another last-minute Final Fantasy XIV event video. This time, it's the All Saints Wake 2023 event, and at the time of recording, it's going to end tomorrow morning. So, this is my last chance to get the event done before it's over. And, I guess by the time this video comes out, everybody's already gonna have their Christmas decorations up. So, let's get it done while we still can. Alright, so I'm in Limsa Lominsa, but I'm pretty sure that the event starts in Gridania like it usually does. But I wanted to check out what the crier has to say. So, let's just go over here. Hello there, Pumpkin. Enjoying the festivities, I hope? If there's anything you'd like to know, just ask away. Who are you? We're a troupe of entertainers who have taken it upon ourselves to host All Saints Wake in the absence of the Continental Circus. We hope to turn frowns upside down with equal aplomb. My associates have prepared a most ghastly and gratifying assortment of attractions and decorations for All Saints Wake over in verdant Gridania. Why not take a well-earned rest and join in the festivities? What is All Saints Wake? Legend has it that once a year, the 12 honor the saints by hosting a lavish feast in the heavens. While the saints are away, however, the realm is bereft of their divine protection, and creatures of darkness come out in droves. Fearing for their lives, the people took to shutting themselves inside their homes. Those who had no choice but to venture outside disguised themselves as fiends, in hopes that they would go unnoticed by the real ones. Frightening business, isn't it? But that's all in the past now, for these days we have valorous adventurers like you to keep our cities safe when the saints are away. Having no more reason to be afraid, the people went and turned All Saints Wake into a fun celebration. A truly delightful state of affairs. Oh, is this another one of these things where these guys are actually just void sent in disguise as people, and it's actually the fiends that are wearing the costumes and not the other way around? Huh? Alright, I'm in Gridania, and it looks like the event starts right over here with the Adventurers Guild Investigator. The Fright Stuff. The Adventurers Guild Investigator is eyeing the festive displays with a healthy dose of suspicion. Oh my stars, could it be the self-same adventurer who helped us keep wickedness at bay and transformed All Saints Wake from a night of screams into a day of revelry? Thank the 12 for bringing you to us, for the fiends of the realm knock at our door once again, and we need a dauntless soul to help us ensure that they don't tear it off its hinges. The host of this year's parade of horrors is a woman with a pumpkin for a head. I shudder to consider whether this is some elaborate costume or... No, perhaps it's best not to know. Her strange appearance makes my skin crawl, to say nothing of her underlings. Why, one might think that the Continental Circus was come again, hiding their monstrous intentions behind the guise of celebration. We can be grateful that none have yet fallen under their spell, but I fear it is only a matter of time. We must act quickly to unearth their schemes. I would begin a thorough investigation at once, but I'm afraid my surveillance duties here prevent me from moving freely. That, my friend, is why I need you. Approach this pumpkin-headed witch under the flag of friendship, and offer your services to her ghastly celebration. If you catch even a whiff of foul deeds, I want you to put a stop to them before any innocents come to harm. I knew I could count on you. Now then, you can find our quarry just across the way at Miketo's Amphitheater. where she is doubtless attempting to draw any and all passersby into an ungodly procession. Humor her for now, but take care not to fall victim to her honeyed words. Well, if it is who I think it is, I don't think we have anything to worry about. And yes, it is. At least I think it is. it is you. I knew your arrival was inevitable, for any who once indulge in the revelry of All Saints' Wake cannot resist a chance to relive their experience. Oh, such eagerness. We are ever in need of willing hands to help with the festivities, preferably with bodies still attached. Of course, I understand you have been tasked with bringing the light any inquiry on my part, but you know from experience that I am perfectly harmless, so you are free to conduct your little investigation if it pleases you. Oh, it says iniquity. Together, I believe we can make this All Saints' Wake into one that'll be remembered for moons to come. Yet, before we begin, allow me to illuminate the history of this event and our intentions here. On this most unhallowed of nights, the saints revel in their palatial heavens, and as their judgmental eyes become leaden from drink, the impure are free to feast and frolic without fear of punishment. In ages past, the common folk would rue the coming of this night and cower in their homes. That is, until the adventurers took it upon themselves to rid the streets of evil, thus turning the event into a celebration of your collective bravery. A joyous happening, to be sure. But what of the goblin, the ghost, and the gremlin? Unfortunately, there are many monstrous sorts who yet consider this a night to spread fear like a plague. And so it struck me, what if All Saints' Wake could be an occasion for celebration among mortal and monster alike? I believe there's room for light in even the darkest of hearts. Which brings me to the question of your involvement. I would have you aid a minion of mine named Papa Gruff in facilitating an All Saints' Wake that'll allow yours and mine to join hands in mutual merriment. Oh god, this guy again. Perhaps you know Papa Gruff. He was once a void sent so depraved that his kin spoke of him only in hushed whispers. But I have since shackled, or rather politely reasoned with him, to commit devilry no more. Knowing of his formidable magical prowess, I have set him to work under these guiding words. Frighten enough to tickle, but not to scar. Fear need not be an unpleasant experience, and Papa Gruff is doing his utmost to strike that delicate balance between felicity and fright. Not with much success, as I understand. I would love to proffer him advice myself, but I believe one such as you would know what better appeals to mortals of this city. Might you give our beleaguered Papa Gruff a few words of advice? Thank you, truly. He should be putting on a performance near the Leatherworkers Guild at present, assuming he is yet to be chased from Gridania's borders. Please speak with him and give him my encouragement. Okay. Is he down at the bottom? Yeah. Is he quite well? You're that meddlesome adventurer! Rather, I see tidings of my humble performance have reached even your ears, good sir. Please honor me with your presence as my guest of honor. Without further ado, I shall summon a foul, fell beast before your very eyes. I only hope you've brought a change of small clothes. A monster? It'll take more than a magician's cantrip to scare me. Look here, my dear thrill seekers. Here lies an ordinary pumpkin. Or is it? Take care not to blink, for any moment of distraction may well be your last. It's cute. Oh, the terror! Those bloodthirsty eyes! Those razor-sharp fangs! Flee if you dare, but this hellhound will chase you to the ends of the earth, to have its ons of flesh, and I would know, considering the scars of its wrath upon my backside. Okay, I'm starting to see now that I think they find cute things scary, and is... Uh-oh. Imagine each and every pumpkin adorning this fair city transformed into such a thing. Why, dread would prey upon Gridania to the last ilm, if I made it so. A veritable banquet of chaos. Bloody brilliant! You drew us in all that talk of monsters, only to dash our expectations with an adorable pup. I admit some confusion at first, but now I see that you are a clown among clowns. Not a single blood-curdling scream, but a smile is not a complete failure, I suppose? Ah, my pumpkin-headed master asked you to help me? Well, allow me to peel back the curtain, as they say. Considering our previous acquaintance, this hardly bears repeating, but my true form is that of a void scent. My, not even a grimace. Well, I suppose it would be inconvenient if you ran away screaming after every sideways glance in my direction. Now, for the matter of this furry abomination. Frightened enough to tickle but not to scar is the agreement that binds me to my master. I don't need to be told twice that summoning any of my kind would be in gross violation of that covenant. So remembering the deceptively winsome countenance of this vicious hellhound, I thought it would strike the perfect balance between horrifying and heartwarming. That is, until a child at an earlier show burst into tears at the pup's appearance. Now, I've seen a man react with a hearty laugh to the exact same dog, with nary a trace of fear in his voice. The difference is vexing. Tell me, is a puppy something to be feared or cuddled? Depends. What frightens one may make another smile. Do you jest? You mean to say your kind's definition of terror differs from person to person? I admit that does explain the sheer contrast in reactions I've observed so far, and it does place me between a rock and a hellish, soul-rending place. If my task was simply a matter of bringing people to fearful tears, the ground beneath you would already be soaked through. How in the hell's good name does one frighten to tickle? But you with your delicate sensibilities can teach me to mix dread and delight into a charmingly chilling concoction. Let us begin at once. I'm actually kind of curious what happened to the rest of his family. It's a cute dog. Let's get right to it, eh? First, we need to find people to scare, but not to scar. Your kind seems to gravitate towards the pumpkins we've placed throughout the city, which creates the perfect opportunity for mild mischief. One of our displays should be just over this hill, and another is near the Lancers Guild. Your job is to tell me what to transform the pumpkins into once we find suitable test subjects. Let's see how well you tickle. Papa Gruff is now accompanying you. Keep him at your side in order to proceed with quest objectives. You can leave Papa Gruff behind by entering a different area or by speaking with him and selecting the option to part ways. If you wish to have Papa Gruff accompany you again, return and speak with him at the original location. Okay. I guess this way. An All Saints Wake performance? Very well, but I face slavering monsters almost daily, so it'll take something quite fantastic to make me flinch. Oh, I could make him flinch so hard his heart would burst in his chest. But that's neither here nor there. What type of ghoul would be suitable? Okay. We need to tickle them, but not scar. I don't know, I kind of want to just give them the scariest thing. I mean, I don't want to get this guy in trouble. Let's give him the ghastliest ghoul that we can muster. Well, if you say so, allow me to oblige. Hey, this guy asked for it. Egads! That gave me quite a fright. I only hope I never face such a monstrosity on one of my patrols, else my final act might be to soil my britches. Well played, well played. Hey, we did a good job. Okay. This looks almost real. I believe I might see this terrifying visage in my nightmares for some time yet. These decorations are so scary. You're not here to trick me, are you? This one is ripe for the picking. Forget I said anything. So, what type of ghoul do you suggest? Dude. Oh, I want to so badly. But... something spoopy. Pardon me. Spooky. If you really think so. Ah! Huh? You know, when you look at it, it's actually kinda cute. The puff of smoke was a little scary, though. I think I'm beginning to understand. If a fright doesn't kill your kind, it can actually be somewhat pleasant. I believe I'm ready to take the proverbial stab at it. Come, there should be more pumpkins around Apkalu Falls. It gets cuter every time I look at it. I wonder if any of the other pumpkins will transform. Don't tell me you're supposed to send a chill down my spine. Clowns are for babies. For babies, are they? I'll make this last wish she was back in her mother's womb. You there, little girl. Look well upon this pumpkin. Ah! A monster! What impressive magic! My heart won't stop pounding. Da and Ma will have the fright of their life when I tell them I saw a real honest-to-God's monster. I can't wait to tell them. I'll think twice before I insult a clown again. Thank you for the thrills. Did she say thank you? I scared her near out of her shoes and she thanks me? Can't say I've experienced that before. I dare say I even enjoyed it. Yes, now is the time to capitalize upon this newfound tickling skill of mine. Let us visit the display near the Whistling Miller next. Blah, 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 blah. Good day to you, young lady. Might you join me in celebrating the joyous occasion that is All Saints' Wake? Celebrate? That's the last thing on my mind. Please go and bother someone else with that ghoulish makeup. Oh my, aren't you in a fright? And not the good kind either. What happened, lass? Papa Gruff is here to help. You'll really help? Well, I could certainly do worse than a clown. I've come from the Great Loam Growery, although fled from is probably more appropriate. I was tilling the fields like always when I heard a frightful voice from behind me. I turned around to meet it and came face to face with the foulest monster I've ever seen. When I regained my senses, I was here, my throat hoarse from screaming. No power in the realm can persuade me to return, not while that horror wanders unchecked. A monster? But we haven't visited the growery yet. What could it have been, do you think? We might have a real demon on our hands. You may very well be right. Those illusions I summoned are no more capable of free movement than the pumpkins they sprang from. Yes, no doubt there are void scent running amok. Here I am, tying myself into knots trying to learn the subtleties of spookery, while some uncouth brute goes rampaging through the Twelveswood with nary a thought towards artistry. If we forgive such behavior, our efforts to find glee and terror will have been for naught. Tremble and fear no longer, lass. We shall investigate the matter. Truly, you're the first people to believe my claims are more than seasonal mischief. Oh, I knew Father was wrong when he said all clowns were villains. Thank you. Again, those words ring strangely in my ears. However, 'tis not an entirely unpleasant sensation. I know this wasn't why you were sent to assist me, but there's no telling how many of my kind we may find. A single void, clown can only achieve so much. So, would you lend me your aid in case the situation gets undesirably bloody? I never noticed this before, but I actually like this earring. It looks like lips. It's kind of cool. Thank you. Look at me, expressing gratitude. And to one of your kind, no less. Well, no matter. Let us depart to the Great Loam Growery and settle this. I see nothing out of the ordinary here, but I know they are close. Our roguish quarry is close, doubtless lying in wait somewhere to catch us unawares. Once they show themselves, don't indulge them with anything but a face of stony indifference. Boo! Oh, come on. As I thought, a fellow void sent. And what, pray tell, are you doing here? A brother of the void? Then you know why I'm here. For the Night of Devilry. Once we were free to carouse, creep, and caper, guided by the great pumpkin-headed archfiend. For too long we have been denied our demonic rights, and it is I who shall reinstate our grandest event. Yes, the age of the Great Gourd shall give way to the era of the Great Pot. Even now my allies lie in wait throughout the city, ready to usher in the Night of Devilry. You must join us, brother. Join us as we rise again. No. What? Why? Even if I wanted to, my covenant prevents me from engaging in the wanton vileness you propose. Regardless, I have no desire to join you for some cheap jaunt through the city with only a few startled mortals to show for it. Such indelicate devilry would only result in our swift and total annihilation. Ha! Spoken like a true coward! Don't tell me you're frightened of some sharpened sticks and clumsy clubs. Oh, but I am frightened, as you too would be, had you tasted the full brunt of my master's fury. Perhaps you may yet, if you continue to insist upon this foolish course. I've learned how to blend in with the people here and extract terror in such a way that does not tempt retaliation. Your plan would be Your plan would bring but a single knot. Oh my god. Your plan would bring but a single night of debauchery. Learn how to cohabit, however, and our collective revelry can last forevermore. Traitor! Then my minions and I will devour you and your puny popoto of a friend. Okay, hey, that's uncalled for. What is this racism? That head! The great gourd! Naughty children all deserve... Naughty children ill deserve to join in the festivities. They should be happy as decorations, to serve as an example for any who would follow in their footsteps. My lady, how pleasant it is to see you. Dare I ask why you grace us with your presence? I caught wind of a void scent disturbance and came here to investigate. When I heard your voices, I knew something was afoot. I must say, I'm quite pleased that you see the merit in my approach to All Saints' Wake. Yet something must be done about the other beasts that have crept into the city. Let us give them the same treatment and continue enjoying this unhallowed season on our own terms. That wretch reminded me of myself long ago. For but a twist of fate, I might even now be adorning the streets of Gridania by its side. With your help, rounding up our reckless kin should prove to be a simple matter. Let us make this All Saints' Wake an occasion to remember for those who dwell in the light and shadow alike. If you sight any errant ghouls, perform the spell I demonstrated earlier. In so doing, we shall convince the residents of Gridania that the source of their supposed nightmares was not but a cluster of mundane pumpkins. This wand possesses the transformative power you require. Simply swing it about in a grandiose manner and point it at your target. Once the charms have been cast, I shall collect the pumpkins. I understand they are quite delicious when baked in pie. Ooh, All Saints Charm. You have learned the emote All Saints Charm. Okay. A charmed life. Papa Gruff is eager to rid Gridania of his wicked brethren. Just when I was getting the hang of being the life of the party instead of the death of it. Let's wrap this up quickly, lest this year's All Saints Wake be remembered as a disaster. I sense something sinister lurking deeper in these fields, as well as a trail heading to the east, perhaps towards the market or the Lancers Guild. Splitting up would be the easiest way to end this quickly. I'll escort the botanist from earlier back here and deal with whatever still haunts the growery. I shall use the opportunity to convince her what she witnessed before was nothing but an overzealous pumpkin. That should put her heart at ease. I'll leave the rest of Gridania to you. Once the Void Scent have been verily vegetated, meet me at Miketo's amphitheater so we can deliver my master news of our success. Now, let the show begin. What even is the command? Oh, slash All Saints Charm. All one word. Can't believe that guy called me a popoto. Racism in my Final Fantasy XIV Halloween event? I don't think so. I wonder what he says about all the other races, if it's all derogatory or if it was only to Lalafell specifically. I'm kind of hoping they called, what are the elves in this game called? Elezen? Hope he called the Elezens like Dalmals or something. Because of their long necks. If I don't look, it'll go away. The child is cowering from the menacing void scent. Turn this tense situation festive with an All Saints Charm. Okay. Huh? What? It was a pumpkin the whole time? I can't believe I fell for that. But now that I know it was just a trick, I'd like to see it again. That's so cool. It's Poo Poo. That's his name. What is that awful thing? No force can rival that of terror, and upon terror we feast. Alright. Pumpkin time. What? It was just a pumpkin! I knew the wood whalers wouldn't let such wicked things into the city. I've never seen such a feat of illusion before. If the rest of All Saints' Wake is as entertaining, I'd best go and find the main event. I see them from here. Monsters have invaded the city? Hehehe. Alright. A pumpkin? Wait, this is all a part of the All Saints' Wake festivities, isn't it? I must say, that made my heart skip a beat. If this is what adorns the streets, I cannot wait to see what the main stage has in store. You have turned all the prowling void scent into harmless pumpkins. Papa Gruff awaits at Miketo's amphitheater to hear tidings of your success. Alright, let's head over there. I wonder, is there a vendor? Oh, there is. Okay. This is awkward. There you are. I took care of the void scent still haunting the Great Lone Growery. Did your hunt go as smoothly? Good, good. Now we can safely say that the only frights in store for the citizens of Gridania are of the decidedly entertaining variety. I took the liberty of gathering the pumpkins you created. Their punishment will not be eternal, but they can stand to remain in their current form for the duration of the festivities. It is the least they can do in repentance. There you are, my fearless clown. Thank you for reassuring me. I had worried I might have to retire from my position at the Great Lone Growery and seek less haunted climates. As the master of the Botanist Guild, allow me to extend my personal thanks for helping my gifted pupil avoid such a decision. It would have been a grievous loss for all of us. Oh, it was no trouble at all. In fact, I should thank you for being such an exemplary audience. A true entertainer brings his all to every stage, be it a grand amphitheater or a cozy vegetable patch. I only hope you were half as thrilled as I was. That scary, whatever that was, looked so real. I never could have guessed it was just a garden variety pumpkin. Truly, I feel privileged to have seen a master of illusion at his craft. As do I. Would that every day were so filled with surprises. As a token of our thanks, we've made some pumpkin cookies from our most recent crop. Please enjoy them in good health. I do believe I can get used to this being thanked thing. Well, since you've gone through the trouble, I'd best eat them before they're cooled. To my good health. This is delicious! This flavor, I've never tasted anything like it. The cookie's aether is tinged with something I can't quite pin down. It's bold, but not overpowering. Is this the taste of gratitude? Oh, how much of my life I have wasted only supping on terror, when all along a whole world of flavors was left neglected. I'm not entirely sure what you mean, but I shall consider your words a compliment nonetheless. These cookies are but a small token of my appreciation. I only wish I could have given more. You mean I could potentially receive more gifts? If frightened, performing my act will get me more baked delights, I'd better get to work straight away. Why, this is shaping up to be quite the All Saints' Wake indeed. I could not have imagined a better day of celebration for all. Our success here is in no small part thanks to you, as I believe that Papa Gruff now has matters well in hand. I shall return to my manor. Pray visit if you are so inclined. Ah yes, before I forget, do apprise that troublesome investigator of what has transpired here. Maybe he'll finally cast his prying eyes elsewhere. You really enjoyed those cookies, didn't you? I'll make another batch as soon as I can. Truth be told, I didn't think this plan for a harmonious All Saints Wake would ever work, but I'm glad to be proven wrong. What a fantastic yarn! Monsters plotting against monsters, all to make us happy? I admit I find your story hard to swallow, but I also see no reason why a fellow guild member would lie. Very well, I shall take your tale at face value and consider these to be glad tidings indeed. However, I cannot help but wonder if this was all an elaborate ruse. They knew we were watching them, and that may have compelled them to put on a show of charity. After all, a monster cannot change its skin overnight. I shall continue to keep a close eye on their activities from afar. I thank you for everything you've done and hope against hope that the evil has been laid to rest. I mean, he does have a point. It could have all just been bullshit. You now have access to the Sneaky Hollow. Speak with the unusual usher at Miketo's amphitheater to be escorted to the costume party. Delightfully frightful. Can we buy anything? Wall-mounted vampire bats. Spookify a plain wall with this cloud of tiny bloodthirsty beasts. Yes, please. And some fireworks. Pumpkin fireworks. Unusual usher. Should you wish to visit my master's residence, it would be my pleasure to escort you. I remember this place from last year. You wish to have words? Very well. What would you know? I'm sure these are probably all the same things from last year, but let's try again. What is this place? Is your memory as fleeting as your lifespan, child? As I told you before, this is my home. You are welcome to come and go as you please. Holy shit, she remembers telling me last year. Who are you? You need to ask? My head is not merely for show. I am the Archfiend, feared and revered since time immemorial. The Great Gord, who once led legions of darkness, is, in fact, merely a title held by those in my coven. Each generation, the knowledge to control denizens of the void is passed down along the alongside the appellation. What is it that you do exactly? I watch. My ancestors once bound the void scent to their will as a means to wage war, and caused irreparable harm to the world in so doing. Remorseful for their actions, they swore to never be complicit in such a tragedy again. We have watched ever since. Our goal is not to harm the minions of darkness, but to educate them. Show them that peace is an option. But I have spoken enough. I had not realized entertaining a guest could be quite so thrilling. Curious. Is she not actually a void scent herself? I thought she was, but she makes it sound like she comes from... Okay, theory. Maybe I'm just misunderstanding. I thought she was a void scent the whole time. She probably has a lot of, like, cool dark powers or whatever, right? But she said that it's passed down through the generations, the ability to, like, what's the word? Make void scent subservient to her, right? To, like, shackle the demons and try to show them a better way. So I'm thinking maybe she's not a void scent, and she's like a regular person. But it's just like not a persona. That's not the right word. Maybe it's something like not a cult. You know what I'm trying to say. I don't know the words for it right now. My brain is melted, but it's possible is what I'm saying. I don't know for sure. Up to something? Me? Never. I am but a fun-loving imp, here to help my fellow revelers enjoy the wake. And I can fashion you a very convincing guise for the masquerade. All I need is for you to recall a journey unforgettable. Traverse your memories and tell me what you see. Okay, a realm reborn. Heaven's word. Probably a bunch of invisible options because I haven't even beat Stormblood yet. Let's go a realm reborn. Good. Now think of something remarkable you encountered in that time. Someone powerful. Yes, that's it. Alright, let's see here. Holy shit, Sasuke. An eccentric Makote man, crimson of both hair and eye. That'll do nicely. Don't worry, this won't hurt much at all. Just close your eyes. The transfiguration can be removed by using the unveil action or by canceling the transfiguration status effect. This isn't Crystal Tower. Where are we? Anyone else around here that I can talk to? Other than the random speech bubbles when you walk close to stuff? I mean, I guess we can see what it says. Look at my pumpkins, my wonderful pumpkins. Oh my, we have a guest. Come to see the pumpkin patch? It really is a nice batch. Welcome, welcome. Care to eat? Have a seat. I'm probably missing some around here somewhere. Yes, yes, up the stairs you go. Careful not to stub your toes. Oh, look! Cookies and candies. Beyond here lies a place of rest. Alright, I think that was everything. Let me head back to the amphitheater just to make sure we're not missing anything. Wait a minute. I missed a whole section up here. Or no, I didn't. Did I? Oh, okay. I was confused for a moment. I already heard what they had to say. Never mind, I was wrong. Oh, is this how you go to the old place? Oh. The Haunted Manor is now accepting guests for the Marvelous Masquerade. Shall I escort you to the front door? It really does still exist. Whoa. Right this way, sir. Who are you? Oh, there's some other people here too. I'm pretty sure that's everything for this year's event. Let me get out of here just to make sure. Okay, so these two places. Yeah, that's it. And then I guess you can buy a bunch of bat decorations for your houses. But anyway, yeah, that's it. That's this year's All Saints Wake event for 2023. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you for the next event. Have a good one.